All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raiders Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Raiders content, so hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. Is anybody else feeling upsetty? I'm feeling an upset. At the time of this recording, we're about 24 hours away from kickoff. Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, and all the haters, they're licking their chops. They're thinking to themselves, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, the dysfunctional Las Vegas Raiders. This is easy money. Bet on the Chiefs. Bet the mortgage on the Chiefs. No, it hasn't been that much, but I have not seen much Raider love outside of Raider Nation for the Raiders in this upcoming game. I have some talking points I want to touch on, but before we get into this video, I'm going to aim high because I'm really feeling this upset this week. If the Raiders don't upset the Chiefs this week, hold me accountable. Especially after that Cardinals game, which was just a doozy in itself. You guys definitely held me accountable, and I love it. I love hearing what you guys have to say, but let's aim for 250 likes. Let's break Raider Nation YouTube on this video and get 250 likes, because we're calling this upset, man. And I know it's not the majority, but I think deep down, a lot of people like the Raiders this week. There's just something about it. You know, what do they have to lose? Well, technically, I guess you don't want to become 1-4, especially against a divisional rival. So I guess they have that to lose. But I like being the underdog. All right, I really like being the underdog. We just need guys to make plays. And one guy I actually don't just want him to make plays. I actually need him to make plays. Well, mainly because that's why he was paid money. Darren Waller currently is averaging about 6 receptions per game. 6 targets per game. Even worse. With about, 6, he's got 24 on the year, which is just horrible. I know Darren Waller missed camp due to an injury, and so he's had some drops. Drop rate actually of 8.3%, which is the 6th highest rate among tight ends. The timing looks very off with Derek Carr and Darren Waller. I think that's going to change here. I really think that's going to change here. Now, personally, I'm not afraid of the Kansas City Chiefs defense in any way, shape, or form, but I will admit they made a lot of improvements. I think most of their improvements came with the defending the run, because they are one of the best currently. We're only 4 games into the season, but currently they're one of the best run defenses in the league. I think Darren Waller is going to be a huge threat. And I think it took Derek and Darren quite some time to just get on the same page because of missing camp. And it takes time. He has 16 catches for 175 yards. And considering we've been without Hunter Renfrow for the last 2 games and he's only averaging 6 targets a night, that needs to change. It actually absolutely needs to change. Now, second up, we need to make Patrick Mahomes uncomfortable. As crazy as that may sound, we need the pass rush to show up. I would love, and I'm anticipating Maxx Crosby to continue his usual shenanigans where he is just picking apart whoever's lining up against him on the offensive line, and he's attacking that QB. Because even if it doesn't result in a QB hit or a sack or what have you, just the pressure alone, the presence of Maxx Crosby, it's enough. It's enough to put some fear or at least put extra preparation and game planning for Patrick Mahomes in this Chiefs offense. Now, we've talked about Chandler Jones, right? A lot of you guys agree with me. Chandler Jones has been fine. He's making plays. He's been solid in coverage. Chandler Jones is doing his job right now. He's getting a couple QB hits. He's putting some pressures on, and he's doing okay in coverage. But I need the sacks to come in. All right, I don't need Chandler Jones giving me 15 sacks this season, but currently the Raiders are lacking in even just a pass rusher number 2, and that's kind of Chandler. I'm looking at you, Chandler. Like I said, he's making plays. It's not showing up in the stat sheet, but he's making plenty of plays. If Chandler Jones can even just get 1 sack or even half a sack and just contribute to 1 sack, I'd be pretty happy. But I think this is the game where Maxx Crosby and Chandler Jones and this Raiders defense, we're looking at these 2 guys and we're thinking, this is a big-time game. Both of you are getting paid big-time money to play in these big-time games to make big-time plays. So I'm going to need big-time performances, all right? I really think it's as simple as that. The Raiders this season, they actually ranked 19th in pressure rate. Were just one away from dead last in sacks. We're at 31st in sacks, and we're 26th in quarterback hits. I don't think I need to explain to you guys, if you give Patrick Mahomes the gift of time, well, you're looking at least 30 points. And I know Derek Carr and this Raiders offense is fully capable of putting up 30 points. In fact, I think they will put up 30 points in this game. It's not ideal. I don't want a shootout. I'd much rather have a bend don't break against Patrick Mahomes. Anything under 30, honestly, might be a huge success. We just need both sides of the ball to make plays. And I'm looking at Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. And if we could get some sneakers in there, the safety blitz, the DB blitz, Nate Hobbs. If Nate Hobbs could give me another sack, that's the more the merrier. I know we're only in week 5, and I know ideally, you want to go 2-3 with 2 straight wins against divisional opponents heading into your bye week. 1-4 isn't the end of the world, but you can completely flip the momentum of this season with a win right now. So everybody needs to be ready to play. Everybody needs to be ready to make plays. So what does that mean? Run the damn ball. Give the ball to Darren. Give the ball to Devontae. Do your thing on offense. I loved what I saw from Derek Carr. I know the stat sheet doesn't show Derek Carr's presence last week against Denver, but I will tell you he made the throws, he made the plays when he had to. Josh Jacobs was our best offensive player. Now, heading into last week, the Raiders were 31st in rush attempts. We gave Josh Jacobs 28 carries last week. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Now, like I said earlier in the video, the Chiefs are good on defense. In fact, they're allowing only just 3.3 yards per carry, which is a top 3 in the league. I think even if you're struggling, even if worst case Josh Jacobs has 8 carries for 26 yards in the first half, please keep running the ball. Unless you're down 3 possessions, please continue the emphasis in the rushing game. But you have to make plays. The receiver's got to make the catch. Derek Carr's got to make the right reads. He's got to make the throws. It's just going to come down to playmaking, and it's going to come down to efficiency. And the Raiders have been on the right track. We just haven't really seen it for 4 straight quarters. The Broncos win was huge because it was the first kind of taste where we had that consistency. And I think I truly think this is the week right here where the Raiders just obliterate on offense. I don't do this ever, but I will give you a score prediction. And I'm going to go Las Vegas Raiders 42 points. You heard that correctly. 42 Raiders. And I'm going to go 38 Chiefs. I don't want this to be a shootout. I think it will be a shootout. I think we're going to see both offenses on full display, and I think it's going to come down to playmaking on both sides of the ball, and I think the Raiders etch it out. Let me know your guys' score prediction down below. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Guys, I've really been trying to boost up these clips, so I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Like I said, it's a process. Just like the Raiders, we're a process, baby. So I appreciate all you guys committing to the plan and just following and supporting this channel. I appreciate it so much. You guys are literally changing my life every video. So if we could get 250 likes as we try and hit 6,000 subs at some point in October, that would mean the world to me. Let's get that win tomorrow, man. I absolutely can't wait. Let's not be afraid. Let's get that dub.